song? Yes. Okay. Thou art the potter, I am the clay situation? Okay, cool. You guys will recognize this. And this group is, I don't know if you know this tune by Majamal Poinciana. Is that how you say that? Poinciana?
Poinciana.
Yeah, okay, yes. It's the group.
I'll tell you the number, so if they want to follow the words.
Okay.
Gotta get another new one.
Sorry, follow me.
1, 2, 3, go.
Welcome to University Baptist Church. It's so nice to see you all who braved the cold to be here tonight. It's so nice to have, this is our fifth Jazz Vespers. This is something new we started in the fall, and we're planning to continue it through the year. So tell everyone you know if you enjoy it tonight. Invite your friends to come back. It's the third Sunday of each month at 7 o'clock right here. We're glad you're here. If this is a blessing to you and you want to see it continue, you're welcome to support this ministry by putting a contribution in one of those boxes, or more importantly, tell everyone you know. As Jesus said, go to the highways and byways and bring them all in. I want to introduce these gentlemen who are such amazing musicians and just are doing such a phenomenal job. On my left, your right, we have Pat Hayes on the drums. Next on bass, Jimmy Trussell. And then on tenor saxophone, Bobby Gregg. And as the Spirit leads him, switching between the flugelhorn at the moment, and maybe the trumpet later, we have John Dirth. And calling out the tunes and holding it all together, making all the plans for the night, Calvin Brown. I hope this is a time when you can sit and enjoy this music in this beautiful space and just let the Spirit move. Take it away, my friend.
So we're going to mix it up now. This tune is called This is good for our home players.
On vacation for this one.
This tune is called Greatest Thy Faithfulness. I'm gonna do this tune by a trumpet player I really admire. He's amazing. You should check him out. This tune is called Whispering. and do this tune called Daoud. Yeah, beautiful tune. Yeah. Okay, cool. Cool. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1.
Give it up for these guys again. Pat, Jimmy, Bobby, John, and Calvin. You guys are fantastic. It is always such a blessing every time I get to hear you all play. I think I'm standing right in front of a speaker. It sounds weird to me. Does it sound weird to you? Okay, good. Well, it's just, so maybe it's my ears that's the problem. On Sunday mornings, I lead a small group, and we were talking about 2 Peter. And one of the things that we were in 2 Peter chapter 2, and this morning we read the verse, false prophets also arose among the people, just as there will be false teachers among you who will secretly bring in destructive opinions. And so we talked about false prophets today, and everybody's mind went to sort of the obvious, the big named false prophets. We're not going to name any of them, so no, we're not going to say those. Because the thing is, it's really easy when we go to the big names to let ourselves off the hook. There are so many other kind of false things in life, and these are the things that can undermine our sense of who we are. There's noise all around us every single day, and all of that clutter takes us from the truth, the goodness, and the beauty, and pushes us into deceit and ugliness and evil. Once we resituate this idea of false teachings and stop trying to pin it on the obvious, we start to find countless little false prophecies all around us, these things that drag us away from what's good. And so this morning I asked the group, and we kind of got into the headspace of what are the more nuanced ones. And so I asked everybody for some examples, and they came up with some great ones. So good, in fact, I wanted to share these tonight. One of them, one person said, was materialism. Think about it. We want to pin all of the bad on the big names, but there's stuff around us all the time that tells us we don't have enough, we want more, we need more, the things will make us happy, and if we just get more stuff, we will feel so much better. Richard Easterlin is an economics professor from the University of Southern California, and he writes about a study about more, because we always want more. When asked how much more money they would need to be completely happy, people typically name a figure greater than their current income by about 20%. It's not an absolute. It's always, we just want about 20% more. And you know, that concept of more is one of the great false prophets of our age and undermines our own sense of self, our own ability to find contentment. Why can't we be happy? because the false prophets of materialism say we need more. Another one is thinking that we need it now. We want more and we want it right now. Patience falls by the wayside in a culture accustomed to instant gratification. And the concept that good things come to those who wait is secondary to gimme, gimme, gimme. I know they're not going to do any ABBA tonight, but for some of you, you might get the reference. So I was thinking about this idea of, did I move out of frame? Sorry about that, Jay. But I was thinking about patience and what you all do and watching you and the way that you work together so harmoniously. I mean, there's this constant visual communication. Jimmy, as you were playing with Pat there in this last piece, I was trying to discern your look of either incredible sheer joy or concentration. And maybe it was both. But for you all, because I think almost all of you teach, right? Teach students? Has anybody ever had a student come in first lesson and just sit down and be able to play take 5? Can they count to 5? And I intentionally chose a non-4/4 piece, but you know, the harmony that you bring is a reflection of that old lesson of good things come to those who wait, good things come to those who are willing to put in the time and willing to put in the energy. And that false prophet is trying to lure us away from that, to say, we don't have to do that. We don't have to put in the energy. We don't have to put in the time right now. Other false prophets include, I'm better than someone else. I deserve this. The world owes me something. And there are countless voices in social media and advertising that are going to continue to echo these lessons. One of the biggest ones is fear. When Franklin Delano Roosevelt said, we have nothing to fear but fear itself, he was telling the truth. Because the central theme of everything we do here as a part of University Baptist Church is that no matter what happens, everything is going to be okay in the end. So often we hear messages of fear. Be afraid of this. Be afraid of this person. Be worried about that. Be worried that someone's going to attack you or invade your home or take your stuff. And yes, there is evil in the world. There is absolutely suffering in this life. That is completely true. But the message with Jesus is that the world isn't the end. This world isn't the end. This life isn't all there is. And no matter what happens in the end, it will be okay. Too often we're so ready to put a period where God has only placed a comma. The story isn't over, and each day that we have is a gift. It's an opportunity to listen to beautiful music, to get together with friends, to be able to enjoy wonderful spaces like this one and so many others, to enjoy the beauty of God's earth. Every day is an opportunity for us to focus on the good, give thanks for what we have, and recognize life isn't finished, even when we think it is. We've got a number of students here tonight, and I can't tell you the number of times I've been in a semester where I thought, this is it. It's over. This is the end. When I was working on my PhD, I remember going into the comps, I did my studies in England, and I had the blessing of having failed at many things in my life. So going into the comps, I knew that no matter what happens, that won't be the end. And so I felt very lighthearted. I was like, I'm going to do my best. I've worked hard to get to this point, and so I'm going to do the best I can. And one of the guys in my cohort was this classic Englishman. I mean, young guy, but like clearly an old soul. Sweater, tweed jacket all the time. And kind of jowls that would shake as I'm getting older. I'm starting to get closer to what I remember him looking like. But I remember as we were walking down the street toward where we had to take this comprehensive exam, he said, "There will be no levity today, only thoughts and words of suicide or homicide." I couldn't go with him on that one because I knew that no matter what happened, the sun would come up the next day. And so don't be afraid. Don't listen to the voices around you that try to tear you down and lead you astray. Take the beautiful around us. Take the beautiful music you've heard tonight. Let it feed your soul and give thanks for this day. And look forward to tomorrow. Amen.